6 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Kanuz Ashraf. First, the headlines. Interior Minister says Indian Army Chief's statement about Pakistan proves that India is an irresponsible country. A 3-day nationwide anti-polio campaign begins tomorrow. Pakistan Railway has earned a revenue of over 4,654 million rupees this year as compared to over 1,578 million rupees in last 4 years. Iranian president says the United States has failed to undermine nuclear deal between Tehran and world powers. South Korea and North Korea have agreed to hold working-level talks at Tongal Pavilion tomorrow. England beat Australia by 5 wickets in the first one-day international match at Melbourne today. Now the news in detail. Interior Minister Ehsan Iqbal has termed Indian Army Chief's statement about Pakistan as irresponsible. Talking to newsmen in Lahore today, he said the statement proved that India is an irresponsible country. The minister said the statements of Indian Army Chief and US President Donald Trump are aimed at bringing Pakistan under pressure. He said the prevailing situation requires the nation to remain united. Ehsan Iqbal said the elements trying to harm democracy in the country will not succeed. There is no reason for any sit-ins or protest demonstrations when the country is just 5 months away from general elections. He said those who are doing negative politics in fact do not want the investors to come to the country. He said peaceful environment is imperative for economic progress in the country. The minister said the government has broken the back of terrorists, eliminated electricity, load shedding, and restored law and order across the country. To a question about the Kasur incident, the Interior Minister said the entire nation is sad over the incident. He assured to bring the culprit to the book. Meeting of the Senate Standing Committee on Defence will be held at the Parliament House in Islamabad tomorrow. The committee will be briefed about the meeting of the National Security Advisors of Pakistan and India. The meeting will also review India's army aggressive military actions and violations of ceasefire along the line of control and the working boundary. 3-day nationwide anti-polio drive starts from tomorrow. In an interview with Radio Pakistan correspondent Saeed Ahmed, National Coordinator, Pakistan Polio Eradication Program, Rana Muhammad Safdar said that during the campaign, 38 million children below the age of 5 years will be administered polio drops. He said the campaign in Karachi is strategically planned from 22nd to 28th of this month. Rana Safdar said that this is the first campaign of the year and similar nationwide campaigns will also be launched during the next 4 months to ensure complete eradication of the polio virus from the country. Pakistan Railway has earned a revenue of over 4,654 million rupees this year as compared to over 1,578 million rupees in last 4 years. According to the Ministry of Railway sources, the department has leased out around 6,500 acres land across the country to different departments and private persons to generate extra revenue. National Highway Authority is constructing highways and motorways network in less developed areas of the country with special focus on Balochistan. In Balochistan, work on 17 road infrastructure projects is continuing in backward areas of the province to bring them at par with the developed areas. Pakistan Navy Task Group comprising Pakistan Navy ships Khyber and Nasser visited Port Louis, the capital of Mauritius, during an overseas deployment to East African countries and island states of Indian Ocean region. PNS Khyber is a Type 21 frigate and PNS Nasser is a combat support ship. The visit is part of Pakistan Navy's proactive endeavors to enhance maritime collaboration with Indian Ocean littoral states. It is aimed at promoting peace and security in the region and joining the commencement of 50th independence celebrations of Mauritius. The period signifies the 50 years of diplomatic relations between Pakistan and Republic of Mauritius. Commander Pakistan Fleet Rear Admiral Mohammad Commander Amjad Khan Niazi also joined Pakistan Navy Task Group at Mauritius. During the visit, the commander, along the other officers of the mission, held important meetings with political and military leadership of Mauritius, including its president and prime minister. This is Radio Pakistan. Pakistani woman born in Kashmir, Farhat Asif, received an Peace Award of the United Nations Development Programme. The award was given to her at a ceremony held in Bangkok, Thailand. Through her Institute of Peace and Diplomatic Studies and Center for Women, Peace and Security, Farhat ensures women's participation in different Pakistani social, political and economic aspects. The UN Peace Awards recognize peace builders' efforts for women at the grassroots level. This year, 11 winners under 3 categories were recognized from 7 participating countries, including Afghanistan, Pakistan, Myanmar, Nepal, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, and the Philippines. The 6th death anniversary of the youngest Pakistani computer prodigy, Arfa Abdul Karim Randhawa, is being observed today. She became the youngest Microsoft certified professional in 2004 at the age of 9 and kept the title until 2008. Arfa received the President's Pride of Performance Award in 2005. The Organization of Islamic Cooperation has prepared a draft strategic roadmap for development of Islamic tourism in its member states. The project provides a framework for enhancing cooperation among member states in the field of tourism in order to develop and identify the necessary resources. Commenting on the event, Assistant Secretary General for Economic Affairs, Ambassador Hamid, noted that the strategic roadmap for Islamic tourism would be presented to the 10th Islamic Tourism Ministers Conference to be held in Bangladesh, Dhaka, from 5th to 7th of the next month. In Afghanistan, 17 Islamic State militants have been killed in government forces airstrikes in Haska, Mina, and Achin districts of Nangarhar province. Meanwhile, the Command of Special Forces said that 4 Taliban insurgents were killed in Helmand province. Iran says the United States had failed to undermine nuclear deal between Tehran and major powers. In a speech broadcast live on state TV, Iranian President Hassan Rouhani said the nuclear deal is not renegotiable and it will stick to the accord as long as other signatories respect it. South and North Koreas have agreed to working-level talks at Tongal Pavilion tomorrow. According to South Korea's Unification Ministry, the delegation will be sent to hold talks on the prospects of North Korea sending its performance art group to the Winter Olympics in South Korea. Inter-Korean talks are held alternately at the Peace House, which is on the South Korean side of the demilitarized zone, and Tongal Pavilion in the north. The Tunisian government has announced a wave of social reforms reacting to days of demonstrations by anti-austerity protesters. The announcement came after 2 hours of crisis talks at the presidential palace that included president, political parties, and trade unionists. A powerful earthquake of 7.3 magnitude struck off Peru's coast this morning. There have been no immediate reports of casualties or damage. There is no longer a tsunami threat from a powerful earthquake. In Thailand, at least 16 people were injured when a tourist speedboat carrying 31 passengers exploded in front of a Phi island in the southern province of Krabi. And finally, the weather report. Mainly cold and dry weather is likely to prevail in most parts of the country during the next 24 hours. However, light rain with light snowfall over the hills is expected at a few places in Gilgit-Baltistan. Foggy conditions are likely to prevail over few plain areas of Punjab and Upper Sindh during morning hours. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and watch live video streaming on the link facebook.com Radio Pakistan News Official.